I'm higher vibrations and so are you. The Ascension symptoms have been pretty pronounced lately. Like, it's been hard. It's been hard for everybody. You know, the dizziness has gotten so extreme that it really does make it difficult to do regular day stuff. And, you know, the ears don't hurt until you're finally going to sleep. You're so exhausted. Everything is so exhausting right now. And then you finally get to sleep. And the ear pain comes in, you know, and it's not every night, but it makes it hard. You know, that vertigo where it feels like the earth is shifting. You know, that's on top of the already profound dizziness is hard. You know, and I'm like a pregnant woman with this food stuff. Like, meaning that, I mean, I'll go through periods of fasting that, you know, I don't plan fasts. My body doesn't want to eat, and I just don't until it wants to. And sometimes I realize that it had been, you know, days or whatever, and I'm okay with that. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. But then after I have eaten, then after, you know, a day or so after that again, all of a sudden I'm just starving. But that's where the pregnant woman stuff comes in. My body wants things that I don't have here, which makes me have to go to the store again. You know, it almost feels like a trick to have to deal with people, you know, and all that crap out there right now. And like, I mean, I'm shielding my shields, but it's tough. It's hard, tough and hard. It's difficult right now, you know, and just the mingling energies that are happening right now, it's pretty intense. And my stomach is just in a twisty, I feel like nervous energy, like a lot of the time. And it, you know, I know it's not me, you know. And something that I know, it's off the topic a bit, but it fits all in, I think, in some ways. But, you know, I kind of suspect that all of us have been doing ancestral healing since we came here, you know, but it's just that over the past few years, really I've been doing it with intention, you know what I mean? And like, as I started to do the ancestral healing, in the beginning, it wasn't stuff that was too out there, you know. It's like you deal with the easiest ones first. In my personal experience, that's felt like that's what it's been, and kind of builds on each one as you go. And the past month or two, I've been in with some baddies, some not easy ones, you know, and then my guides, you know, we didn't say easy, we said simple. Shut up. It's true. It is simple. It's just, though, nothing in front of us is something that we can't do. Everything that could possibly have come into occurrence has been planned, and we've been made ready. We've been prepared for. We all came here with a set of tools. You know, we all have our toolbox. And we all know what to do instinctually. As I've been dealing with these baddies, I'm so confused when I'm getting, like, how can someone really be like that, right? Just like, how is that a way of existing for so long? And I want to understand so much. I think is my flaw, because I think that's where it lets in the crack. And I kind of sort of absorb a film of that person for a short time. And it's awful. Like, you know, there's means around that. Fly. But you know, the shielding is very useful and very, and you know, going to a place of meditation and, you know, present your intent and all this stuff, and also don't cross over the line like I do, you know, and but that affects me. It affects me in a very profound way. You know, even if these behaviors that I've absorbed temporarily, and I know they're not mine, and I know it's temporary, but even so, watching them kind of almost make it to the surface, you know, it affects my self-worth dilemma that I was conditioned to have, just like all of us were conditioned to have, to disempower us in this life, right? We all came here with that around us. So that's hard, you know, and there's been a few times recently over the past 2 months that I've noticed my integrity not being where it belongs, where it's always been my entire life. And though I know that's not me, and that's not from me, and that's something that I'm healing, when it's come up, that changes my week. I let it change my week. And, you know, I kind of feel like if I can't be a good example, then it's good to be an example of what not to do. Don't do that. It's not worth it. It has nothing to do with you. And, you know, go into a place of meditation. Bring in the energy of Mother Earth's heart center, her core. As you're in that place of meditation, feel her energy rise up from her core and come up through your body and meet in your heart chakra, the region of your heart. And then do the same with Source, with the central sun, the light come down through your crown chakra and lock in the center of your heart center. And at that place, the light can fill you. And all that stuff that does not serve you, whether it's yours or not, can then kind of, I see it like it fades down and melts away from myself and goes into the surface of the earth. We're not hurting her. She, just like ourselves, came here with a set of tools to know how to do certain things. And that's one of them. She knows how to take care of those energies. Give them to her. Give her the opportunity to serve. And now that's probably the hardest thing for me to do. So I don't think I'm alone in that. You know, where I just want to do this stuff on my own. You know, I don't want to inconvenience anyone else. I don't want to put anybody else out by not answering. I'm doing great. How are you? You know? But I also know how beautiful it is when I'm given the opportunity to serve. When I'm given the opportunity to help someone else. Like, that's so beautiful. Like, that's the why of it all, isn't it? And, you know, I'm not the only one that came here with a beautiful toolbox full of tools prepared for these things. We all have certain tools. And we've all been dispersed in certain places throughout this planet, intentionally. So, as we each enter each other's lives, that's not an accident. It's serving them by allowing them to serve and help you too. I need to listen to my own stuff on that. That really didn't come from me just now. You know, and as a result of carrying that stuff around, that opens you up for psychic attacks. And that's something that is the same. You know, invite Archangel Michael into the mix. The violet flame of transmutation is a very useful and helpful tool for this stuff as well. You know, and don't forget to shield. Shield her up, Buttercup. The other real invasive ascension symptom that I've been experiencing is this profound thirst. So I've had that for water for a while, right? Like just the need to, but like I'm all about the teas now, like all on the tea, drinking lots of water, but I don't know. So I'm just kind of following that. I think that has to do with that dietary shifts too. There's important nutrients and minerals and things inside these teas that we're called to take. You know, just drink it. It won't hurt you. I don't think, you know, no one do it. Check and make sure you know what you're doing. But, and let yourself rest as much as you can. As much as you can. We're all exhausted right now. That was just 11:11. We're all exhausted right now. Just give yourself the moments of naps if you can. Even if they're not sleep, just momentary rest. Spend as much time as you can in nature. Putting your bare feet in the soil, in the sand, in the dirt, the rivers, the oceans. You know, if it's too hot to put your feet, or too cold. We're having a record-breaking heat wave right now, but so it's too hot. So I brought a bucket of soil into the house, and we play in it with our feet, with our hands. It takes about 40 minutes of playing in it with your hands to get the full effects, and about 20 minutes if you can put your feet in there, just because the pores on the soles of your feet are much larger, and they're really more designed for that. So ground as much as you can, and if you only have a few minutes to meditate, that's great. Use those few minutes. You know, there have been times where I've done 40-second meditations while I'm walking, you know, around the house doing something. If that's what you can afford, take it. You know, I spent a lot of my years saying, well, I don't have time for all of this time for this, so that I didn't do it at all. And then everybody lost, right? If it's 15 seconds, give yourself 15 seconds. Do what you can. And know that you're not alone. This is uncomfortable right now. It's simple, not easy. It's something that we all know what to do. We came here prepared. We all have all the tools that we need. It's just about trust. Trust yourself. Listen to yourself. Listen to your body. You're going to be okay. We're doing this together. I hope you're having a wonderful journey. Don't give up. It's going to get a lot easier, a lot better, really soon. Hold the light. Hold the line. You got this. I hope blessings.